What's happening, guys? Safety Diner C2 here. Had to check that I was actually recording. For some reason I felt like I wasn't there for a second. But anyway, hello. How are you guys? I'm not too bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the video. We are driving the 2001 Bluebird International by Dum, and we are on a map that I haven't been on in literally years. We're on at Khadnerville, and this used to be one of my old favorites. But yeah, I found it, and you know, it's not a whole lot. I mean, there's not much you can really do here, but you know, just drive around. That, and you know, this is before, you know, Neo came out, and you know, Mid City was just probably coming out right around now, and Penguinville was, you know, the big map that everyone really, you know, enjoyed using, I guess. Penguinville, North St. Helens, all. Even, you know, was Rockton out? I don't know, but, you know, this is an old map. And it was really just meant to just drive, because that's what, you know, that's what Bricks and Rods is used to be, and I mean, let's face it, it still is, but I'm sure some of the older players will disagree with me on that one into what it's turned to, but yeah, so let's see, you know, I haven't done a video like this where I just sit and, you know, say or tell a story or anything. I haven't done one of these in a little while, so thumbs up for that, for getting back into it. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of stories, but I have one that just happened last week. So, do any of you guys have have family that is just like, once they start talking, they're not gonna stop? Family, friends, you know, yourself maybe. Yeah, that I have both family and friends who aren't afraid to stop talking, and they probably don't know that, but you know, whatever. So my grandpa and his wife decided that they were gonna come down and visit. You know, they don't visit, you know, or well, okay, background story. I'm sure some of you guys might remember from when this actually went on, and I would sit down and talk about it in the videos. This would have been, you know, 2014 or so. But my grandpa was not, let's see, how do I say? My grandpa really did not want anything to do with us. He kind of disassociated himself with my family, until one day he just kind of like, you know, just, I guess he changed. And in December 2014, that was the first time that I had met him, whenever, you know, I was 17 at the time. And, you know, I was always kind of skeptical about him, because, you know, my mom had always told me, you know, he's family, but he's just not someone you want to be around. So I'd always been kind of skeptical about him, and you know, all of that. So I always kind of kept my eye on him, making sure that he wasn't gonna, you know, cause any harm or, you know, anything. I just want to make sure that he is who he says he is. So I met him in December 2014. We drove out to Georgia June maybe, yeah, I think it was June 2015. He came to visit December of 2015, and I guess he's just coming. I guess we'll see him 2 times a year from here on out, because he came to see us July of 2016, and he said he'll be back in December. So anyway, he gets here. Let's see. Well, really, I was at work that day, and his flight was supposed to land at 1. Apparently, they had like a 3-hour delay, and since we're in the apartment, we don't have a whole lot of room to really, have them be with us for however long they were planning to stay for. So they were okay with that, and they were like, okay, well, we'll get a hotel. So I had gotten home around normal time, 5:30, 5:45, whatever, and no one was home. So I come in my room and I'm sitting recording a video, but I don't know what I was doing. And I go out doing something. I like go out into the living room. Maybe I was watching TV, or I think I was actually printing something out at the time. And they walk. Oh goody. We went out to Chinese, got the food, and we get home, and one of my brothers was out with his friends. My younger 2 brothers, they were in their room playing their games, whatever. So that leaves me, my mom, my grandpa, and his wife. Now, I wasn't going to be rude because I had sat down for a minute. They were sitting down just, talking to my mom, so I sat down, and I didn't want to be rude and just leave. So I decided to sit there and endure them talking for probably 2 hours of just nonsense, it's just whatever. And he said this one story of after we left, June 2015, after we had left, they were just looking online, and they found this beautiful painting. Absolutely spectacular. Amazing picture. It was a picture of some sort of, now I haven't seen the picture, but from what I've heard, it's a picture of some sort of scenery in the winter. Like mountains, trees, what, I don't know. So they fell in love with this picture, and they were like, okay, well, we have to get this picture. We have to get the freaking picture. And they look all over the internet for it, everywhere, but they can't find this picture. Then they look up the artist who did it, and they realize that he's coming to some sort of convention that's not too far from them. So they're like, okay, well, let's go ahead and go up there. We'll visit him and see if we can get the picture. So they drive, an hour or so up to this convention to go and see if this guy has their picture. And they get up there, and some long line, so they're talking to one of the staffers, and they show him a picture. Hey, do you happen to have this picture? To which she says, okay, I'll just let me look real quick. And she comes back with the answer of that picture that picture is actually not out yet, and it should be done in a few months. Okay, whatever. They bought one of his pictures, one of his other pictures, and they were on their way. So my grandpa, he's retired, and his wife works a couple days out of the week, so they do a lot of traveling. And they were traveling to, I believe it was Tennessee. I don't remember where in Tennessee they told us, but, who cares about that? So they were traveling. They were traveling to Tennessee, and they saw that this guy was once again going to be at a local, some sort of local event. And they were like, okay, well, it's been X months, and we have to have this picture. We have to have it. It's the most wonderful thing. So they go out and they buy the frame, and they know where they're going to put it and everything. So they get in line at this convention to get this picture. And they, for some reason, they wanted to have the very first copy. Really? You want the first copy? I mean, yeah, I know. Sure, it might be your favorite picture ever, but really? Really? Whatever. Okay. So they get in line, and they're standing there. They eventually get to the front of the line. They get up there, and they're like, we want this picture. We already have the frame. I already have a check ready for you. Just give it to me. I just lost my train of thought. Like I knew what I was going to say next tonight. I completely forgot what it was. Let's see, it'll come to me in a minute. But so anyway, they're all ready to go and everything. They're oh so excited. And this guy replies, I need a drink of water. That's not what he said. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's much better. That is much better. Okay. So anyway, this guy says, yeah, that picture's not done. To which my grandpa was not very happy by that statement. He said, I would like the very first copy of this, blah, blah, blah. Here's the check. He writes it for like $1,300, something like that. Gives it to him. And he's like, so what's the name of it? And the guy's like, well, I actually don't have a name. So, just remind you of what the setting is. It's just some sort of wintry, snowy type picture deal. I don't know. So his wife suggests Winter Wonderland, which is the cheesiest name ever. It's like walking in a winter wonderland. I mean, come on. Yeah, out of all the names, I bet 1,000 other people submitted that. That is okay. Whatever. Whatever. Just I'll let you do you. So he writes the check, gives it to him, walks away empty-handed. Couple months pass, still nothing. They've got no word on when this picture is gonna be out. And they're getting furious. I mean, he really has no reason to be furious. He already wrote this guy the check, Still no reason why he needed to write the check, but he calls up the, manager, dealer, something, I don't know, and says, hey, you remember me? Where's my picture at? They're like, oh yeah, well, it's still not supposed to be done. And he sits there talking to us about, well, I just want my money. Boy, it was your idea for you to leave a pretty decent sized check there. I mean, that's on you. So anyway, the day that they came down, the day that they're telling me and my mom this story, just happened to be the same day that they released an estimated date on the picture, which is like sometime in September or October, I don't remember. And they had officially come out with a name also. Guess what the name was? Winter Wonderland. And they're oh so excited because they think that they named it. I mean, yeah, of course. Okay, fine. I'll give you credit. You did submit that name. Okay, fine. Fair enough. You submitted the name, but I'm pretty sure you're not the only one. They didn't give you any sort of special shout out or anything. You know, whatever. So they're oh so excited, and now they instantly think that because they get, or because she came up with the name, they think that they are going to get this very first copy. Even though he just, you know, this guy just posted it on his Facebook page and didn't message him or anything. So, yeah, I hate to tell you, Grandpa, but, don't think you'll be the first one with that picture. Hate to say it. Yeah, so, that's that, and, please don't ever do anything like that because that is absolutely absurd and insane. Let's see, how long are... Let's see. 16 minutes, okay. It's not terrible. I don't have much other stories. I think I'll just go ahead and end it up here. Alright, so... yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you're now subscribed to Safety Line or C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it down and where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or you're not going to get the very first painting of it. Picture of it. I don't know. Whatever. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it, and thanks for watching.